Yesterday, I held a poll asking what creepypasta I should talk about in the next video, and I had three options, and including a fourth one where you guys could comment an option. The three creepypastas I had that you could choose was Ben Drowned, which people say is one of the best creepypastas ever written. Lost Tapes, which is like a genre of creepypasta, and Mario creepypasta. And only two people voted. It was only going to be for a day, and the two votes were both for Mario. So I decided, hey, whenever I do research for this video, because I forever wanted to do a video about a bad creepypasta. And whenever I search up, and every list of bad creepypastas has this one Mario creepypasta called Blood Whistle. And I'm thinking, oh, it can't be that bad. Because a lot of people overreact to stuff like pineapple on pizza. So I decided to read this creepypasta. And I stopped because it's that bad. And I searched forever for a video, and I found these two British people, which is going to be linked in the description of them and their channel and their video. And there's 4 parts. I only watched part 1 because I feel like that's all we need to know. So let me start talking about Blood Whistle. So it starts off. So the main character is this college guy, and he gets like a ROM from one of his friends saying, "Dude, this ROM is like really cursed version of Super Mario Bros. 3, and he's like, it can't be that bad." And when so he downloads the file, obviously, and the file name is smb3.bw, and it stands for Super Mario Bros. 3 Blood Whistle. He doesn't know about the Blood Whistle part. He knows that the SMB3 stands for Super Mario Bros. 3. So he decides to load up the game the next day. By the way, this creepypasta is like a blog. They load up once a day. He'll load up a blog of this creepypasta. So he loads up. He just talk about it on his first day of the blog. Then the second day, he's wondering why his friend thinks it's cursed hacked. Because he got through the first 3 levels without anything weird happening. Then I think he gets on no, I think he continues playing. And he gets in. Then he starts noticing some weird stuff. So he gets the Warp Whistle, which is I think a pretty big part in Super Mario Bros. 3. And what ends up happening is that it's basically cursed. Oh no. And I think the area where you get the Blood Whistle, it's cursed. It's scary. Because there's Toad. Toad is always in this room. It has some chest, and I think that's where you get the Warp Whistle. And Toad is bleeding out from his head. When you ask Toad, when you get to Toad room, he said, follow the whistle. Ooh, Blood Whistle. Scary. It's not scary, okay? This is the worst creepypasta, and I'm still talking about it. Part 1 from that video I watched. And the Blood Whistle ends up stabbing Mario. It stabs Mario. And he starts bleeding and lets out a terrifying scream. A blood-curdling scream. And I think that's when he decides to get off the game for the day. And he gets on the next day. And then he's like, you know what? I think I found out what the BW in this ROM stands for. It stands for Blood Whistle. No way, really? Yeah. And he thinks this ROM was made by the Illuminati. This is just the stupidest guy I've ever heard of. Because, like, there's another video game creepypasta, we all know it's Sonic.exe. The guy in that creepypasta is really stupid. And the guy in this creepypasta is stupider. And, so, like, just to let you know, the blood was apparently hyper-realistic. But, like, the iconic image to this creepypasta, it's literally just red blocks. I can make more realistic blood in Microsoft Paint. And, he ends up continuing playing the game, and when he enters level, like, all the water in this game is now blood. The same blood in that room. So, he ends up going to World 2. But the thing is, he never told Mario to go to World 2. Oh my gosh, the ROM is taking over. The ROM's doing all the moves. And, like, I think World 2 is just, like, sand and blood. And, just long story short, because I don't want to talk about this creepypasta anymore. This sucks. Long story short, the main character ends up unaliving himself. And like, just the creepypasta is just so bad. Like, I think the main reason why it's so bad is because how long this creepypasta is. Like, the people who made the video that I watched, made 4 parts of just this creepypasta. And like, they're all around 14 minutes. My own creepypasta videos are only around 10 minutes. Sorry, that's stupid. No, like, that's usually my creepypastas are only around 6 or 7 minutes long. And like, this creepypasta, if I really wanted to, I can probably talk about this creepypasta for like an hour or 2. But I don't, because I only listened to a little bit of this creepypasta. That's the video for today. And please choose a better creepypasta next time. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video if you voted for Mario. But I need to talk about a better creepypasta tomorrow. Bye bye.